Today we're going to be talking about Sonic Lost Drive being a trap to EXE community. It's basically going to be explaining why this game is trying to lure everyone's attention despite of his controversial releases and the effects of it being released. So I'll spare you some enough time and let's get to the video. I'm Chopper the Hedgehog, the Sally.EXE community amateur member, and as I spent over 7 years, I'll be explaining you guys and new members of EXE community everything you need to know. So any feedback would be appreciated, so leave anything in the comments section and I'll be taking your criticism. So with that being said, let's get to the video. This is the part 2 of the EXE community needs to fix, not so Devy being the cause of controversy, the second part. Of course, we're going to be talking about Devy's recent releases being Sonic Lost Drive series that consists of Sonic New Beginning, Sally Broken Heart, and his recent releases that resulted the entire community to be the controversial because of one singular developer that has a controversial team that has a literal record of their hypocrisy when it comes to the criticism and their behavior. Of course, this is the first topic I had in mind, being Sonic New Beginning. Of course, you guys would say, Taboo, it's an original game. Yes, I get it, but what's the original? What is the original, my friend? No, it is not original. As you guys don't know, I have explained in part 1 of video that Devy's releases were controversial because of Sally.EXE The Discovery and Sonic All-Stars.exe, especially when it comes to Hedgehog's Bloody Collection and Sonic All-Stars 2. Despite the developer and their development team are trying to change, including Gold Codex, they failed. The main points, of course, I explained in earlier segment that Sonic All-Stars was the very controversial release because people criticized the design of Sonic Killer that was very heavily inspired by Chaos Hunter, and because of the design being very criticized, the developer had to remake the entire game and call it Hedgehog's Bloody Collection, which also failed. So Sonic Lost the Drive series is another attempt to recreate the entire All-Stars, which my first evidence has to be Sonic New Beginning, Sally Broken Heart, and Rouge Final Round. So why am I saying that this whole thing is Sonic All-Stars 3 all over again? It's all because the developer is trying to succeed in his reputation, while in reality, All-Stars included Sign.exe, Rouge.exe, and Sally.exe. Yes, I get it. I get it. It's just 3 games in one. It's the same thing that New Beginning was trying to do, but it failed. So that was my first key point, while the second key point evidence could be hinting towards the promo video that is mocking developers who were also new developers, of course. The promo video is a mockery of new developers, which I had to stand in their position and explain that whoever voiced the video mocked new developers of Click Team, developers of a game maker. That voice actor is a problem. The promo video is a mockery to new developers, especially with those who are planning a new fan game. Their Devy claims to be superior, while in reality, he is not. He is only causing more and more trouble, which is why I had to make the part 1 of EXE community needs to fix, addressing the problem which Lend the Ring, another corporation of EXE community, had to know about their true colors, especially the artist named Manela Dolly, or Hypocrite. I mean, you guys saw me talking about her more a lot in the community post, so elephant in the room, that is obvious. She is also the same like Devy, but double, twice worse. So basically, Softy Storm, which I have a permission to call her by old allies because of a harassment towards Blue Angel, because she defended Creative Girl, Super Galaxy 200. Stephanie never changed despite of her faked apology and her paranoia, and she had to find her idol, not so Devy, who I am talking on this part too. Problem is that Stephanie never made up a real change. She only brought it in order to get attention from people and keep harassing people who stood in their way. So which is why I had enough of her bullshit. I gave her so many chances, and her I'm sorry shit is not enough. It's insufficient, and let me play you a little footage of her shittiest apology of all time.
Okay, you want my honesty, alright? I gotta be honest. Nobody manipulated me. Nobody told me to do anything. I acted on my own accord. I have no ill will against you. Like, at all. I never have. And I never would. The reason why I blocked you was because my paranoia.
Stop! What did she just said right now?
My paranoia.
Yeah, straight away disrespect you deserve.
Kicked in, and I decided to act on impulse, and I was having this fear of, like, you know, continuing associating with you to make my mental health far worse than it already has been before. So, yeah, there's your explanation. Now, please stop fucking being like this. I'm not in the mood for this. Now, please stop fucking being like this.
She does not show any sympathy, empathy, not even a care. There's her fucking disrespected explanation, yet with invalid points. As much as the Golden Archives exposed her for attempted harassment towards Blue Angel because they defended Super Galaxy 200 and because I was their closest ally, Manela decided to cut ties with me because I exposed the fact of Sally.EXE being released, and since the fan game has been released, in order to expose her, she had to cut ties in with me because I exposed her weakness, which was what she planned about a year ago, and there she is, lying right at my feet, and yet I am stunning victories. Yeah, that's not a matter important. So she is exposed. She is talking about this video, and people need to know what she truly is. A monster that is fed by a food that has nothing. A monster that is only hungry for lies, for hatred, and for faking paranoia and their apologies. That's Manela Dolly. Okay, Stephanie for you guys. Just screw her. Fuck her. Just fuck her entire life being like this. She deserved hell despite what she did. Her fucking paranoia, her respect is nothing. She did not deserve this respect. She did not deserve any respect. I mean, despite what she did to me, it caused the entire impact of this video being made. And despite involving one more people to threaten me, also resulted the cause of this video to be made. Even exposing her true identity, she can't hide forever because of it. So with that being said, let's continue the topic. She is not welcome in the EXE community. Like I said, in Operation Falsehood, anyone who takes a part like her and not so Devy will not be taking a part of the EXE community. So we need to get them out. That is a demand. That is a request we all have to do. If we don't want any controversy to happen, we need to get Devy and Manela Dolly Sophie Storm out of the community. And back to the new beginning, Devy had released a controversial fan game which people like. They seemed like very happy. They thought this was gonna be original, but the biggest part being Russian and the rest of the EXE community thought this was gonna be another All-Stars 3 situation. Well, guess what happened? It has become. Even then, nothing changes despite of developers' behavior and the artist's behavior. Yeah. Phantom's hallucination of despair, controversial. All-Stars.EXE, controversial. CD VHS tapes, plagiarism, and controversial release. Most of Devy's controversial releases do end up being very, very bad. Some end up to be very good because he does try to be very original. The only original project that I have to give a green light has to be the 2011, the Sally.EXE round 2 fan game that was approved by Joe Doughboy. Yeah, That was the only green light I can give, while New Beginning, Broke, Sally Broken Heart, Rouge Final Round, Lawso DLCs are huge red flag. Because this is All Stars 3 all over again. Development team did nothing but ruin community desperately. Like seriously, dude. How obsessive do you have to be in order to accept the reality? Devy failed with All Stars, failed with Phantom's Cost and Initial Despair, failed with adaptation of Sonic City VHS tapes, recruiting new team members for New Beginning was also the worst idea of all time. Recruiting the controversial artist Manela Dolly was also the worst idea, despite she deserved this hate because of her faked apology and her paranoia. She never felt a care towards a member. What she only does is show just yep and no action. Just like someone said, actions speak louder than words. Who does need this word to be implied at? Of course! To Devy and Manela themselves. Get them out from the EXE community because they are the reason of a controversy that is happening out there. So if I know you're gonna be saying, but that's not my fault because of this happening. I don't give a fuck because you let it happen. Instead for you to change your behavior, instead for you to understand the circumstances, you did nothing. Which is why I had to record this video and personally require everyone to stop supporting their projects as much as they are not creative anymore. I am begging you for your health, for your mental being. Stop supporting Sonic Lost Drive. The series itself, New Beginning, Broken Heart, Final Round, every Devy's project. Stop supporting their each project. What about the Vant Game Turbo? Well, they stole Sonic the 6th as much as I have written a diary back in 2021. Even then, I have like whole 6 diaries written down, which you can see in Mental Struggles video, that I listed all victims, like all blamed people that need to be accused for their behavior. You can clarify that developers of New Beginning are also a part of that video, and that is only going to be a reminder that if their behavior continues to surface worse on the internet, in the EXE community, reviews, campaign, every behavior that will be resurfacing on each community, justice will be brought. They will be called out no matter what. Their entire past will be called out. Their misinformation will be their politicism about me saying I did some shit stuff, while in reality it's just them bringing up politics because to avoid what they have done, I will be conclusively call out their behavior until they don't really feel any remorseful towards me and Blue Angel. So Lost Drive series needs to be skipped. Skip the entire game. Stop supporting developers' project. No. That is my final request. So that is going to be all for Lost Band Drive series. I know you guys gotta be asking what's gonna be with Broken Heart and Rouge Final Round. I'll give you a quick recap so you guys don't have to play the whole thing. Broken Heart sucks. Music is fine. Okay. Music is okay. The gameplay is worst because it's trying to be recreative, aiming in the Emerald Hill, creaming freezing cold and ice cap, Sally kissing Sonic. I don't give a fuck about that. There's a Boney, who dies to Sonic, and bullshit. Broken Heart is shit with the gameplay, music okay. I know Rouge Final Round is also gonna be the same thing like Rouge, the Final Round, the Broken Heart. Yeah, Broken Heart. And Lost Band Drive is gonna be very, very much controversial when it comes out. So what my final request will be to everyone, whoever managed to watch the full video, skip Lost Drive series. Do not support developer. Do not support New Beginning, Broken Heart, Final round of Rouge, Sonic, Sally, Rouge, and Lost Studios. Stop supporting their entire project, and that way we can rest in peace and enjoy with other new creations instead of slop shit. So that will be all for now, and please spread the word about Devy and Manela being out of EXE community permanently. Oh, if you really wanted to resolve this handled situation, you can contact me through Discord. My Discord DMs are open, and the only way to get your names out is only to contact me. If I refuse the request, I'm afraid I have to release another part of CALLOUT video. I mean, a callout or a part 3 of EXE community needs to fix, including more members behind the Gold Code X and pretty much everything that I had in mind to include. For now, the only thing I had in mind was to include Manela, Dolly, and continue Devy's hypocrisy behavior despite of promo video mocking new developers, claiming that his game is superior, while in reality, his reputation and his games are not that good anymore because his creativity is already falling apart, and despite taking my advice and my warnings, he did nothing. He fell to the lies, he fell to the hatred, just like that fucking Manela Dolly Stephanie who has no sympathy. So, fuck her. Fuck Devy. Fuck Stephanie. Fuck Gold Codex. Fuck their Sonic Lost Drive series. Dislike the game immediately. Support new developer creations. Stop supporting what's same and accept the fact that Sonic Lost Drive is Sonic All-Stars free, okay? Sonic All-Stars 1 sucks. Sonic All-Stars 2 tried to be way better, but Sonic All-Stars 3, not a chance. Please spread the word about this video, and I'll let you guys know if possible Sonic Lost Drive is going to be All-Stars free. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to say. Don't support Devy and Manela Dolly. Just don't. Spread them this video, share them the video, like, they really need this. Otherwise, it will be too late until I launch the bot free. Now really, goodbye.